Hello again everyone, welcome back to DIY The Art of Wood. I'm Jeremy. If you're a woodworker, you know how much sawdust we can create when we're working in our shop. And keeping that sawdust under control is one of the biggest problems we face on a daily basis. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you my #1 secret cleanup tip that will help you keep that sawdust under control and help you keep your shop clean. But before I can get to that, as you can see behind me here, I've got quite a mess going on. And this is what my shop generally looks like at the end of every project. Just a complete disaster. Tools everywhere, just a complete mess. So let me get to work on this, get this cleaned up first, and then I can share with you my secret sawdust cleanup tip so that you can have the sawdust in your shop under control as well. All right, let's get to work. Alright, so that's done. All the tools are put away. Looks much nicer in here. And now it's time to tackle the dust on the floor and for me to share my sawdust cleanup tip with you. And that's this. Sweeping compound. Now a lot of times when people hear this, they think of that product you see in automotive shops a lot that's used to sweep up oil spills, something like this, floor dry. Some people use kitty litter. It's basically the same product. You know, I think it is actually kitty litter, but anyway, and that works great. It's important to have that on hand, or if you do spill something, you can clean that up. But this is not going to help you with cleaning up sawdust. It's actually going to create more dust because it's powdery, so it leaves more of dust behind. Sweeping compound, on the other hand, is this product here. It's kind of a fine powdery material. I'll bring it in a little closer here. This fine powdery material, I believe it's a mixture of sand and maybe sawdust, kind of saturated in a light oil, and that will do a few things for you while you're sweeping. So I'm sure you've all experienced trying to sweep up sawdust like this before, and you're sweeping up, but there's always a trail of dust that's kind of left behind the bristles. The broom just can't get it all. But what happens if you use some of this, you sprinkle some of this on the floor as you're sweeping, because it has that light oil, the sawdust sticks to it and you get almost all of it. You'll be amazed at the difference. There's a couple other things for you too. It will leave just a very light film of oil on the floor, not enough to be slippery or anything like that, but it does help kind of keep the sawdust stuck to the floor while you're working, so as you're walking around you're not kicking up more sawdust, and it also kind of helps to kind of clean and polish the floors as well. So that's enough talking about it. I'm going to show you how to use this, and you'll see the difference, hopefully, on camera. Oh, and by the way, this stuff is really inexpensive. I got this huge 50-pound bag for, I think, about $20. I'll put a link in the description for this exact product. I got this stuff at Home Depot, but you can probably get it at any hardware store. And I keep mine in a bucket, and you really don't need a whole lot. So, you know, a couple cupfuls like this will do this entire floor. So a bag like that's going to last me forever. So what you do is just kind of sprinkle a thin line across the area you're doing, like so. Again, you don't need a whole lot. And then just kind of systematically start to sweep it in a line, like so, and go back and kind of start from the beginning again and sweep it up to the line, and then just carry on like this across your entire floor. And I don't know how well you can see that, but the floor behind the line here is perfectly clean. There's no dust left behind. A couple other tips too. You want to get a good broom, something that has kind of softer bristles that'll catch more of the sawdust. if you're using a stiff bristled broom, that doesn't seem to work very well. And obviously one of the best ways to control dust in your shop is to have dust collection at your saws. But no matter how good of a dust collection system you have installed, you're going to create sawdust and dust is going to get on the floor. So you'll eventually have to bust out the broom. And using a product like this, especially since it's so inexpensive and it will last you so long, will make a huge difference in helping keeping your shop clean. If you have other ideas on how to keep sawdust under control in your shop and to keep your shop clean and organized, don't keep it a secret. Share it with everybody. Leave a comment below this video, and I'd love to see how you keep your shop clean. Leave a comment below the video and let's share some of those ideas with each other. Alright, now I'm going to finish. Gosh. If you're watching this and you have some other ideas on how you keep your shop clean, go ahead and Good enough.